I came voluntarily from the Dáil in Dublin to Antrim Barracks last Wednesday, having contacted the PSNI 2 months ago through my solicitor, Seamus Collins, to tell them that I was available to meet with them following yet another spate of media speculation, part of a sustained, malicious, untruthful and sinister campaign alleging involvement by me in the killing of Mrs. Jean McConville. When the PSNI contacted my solicitor on Monday afternoon, I was concerned about the timing, given that Sinn Fein is involved in a very important European election and local government elections across the island of Ireland. But I quickly made arrangements to go to Antrim, and I left Leinster House, the Oireachtas, during leaders' questions with the Taoiseach to do so. I want to thank my solicitor, Mr. Collins, for his diligence and professional approach, and his colleague, Eugene McKenna. I also want to thank everyone who sent messages, goodwill messages to Colette and our family, and to my comrades in Sinn Fein for their solidarity. I am conscious that there is another family at the heart of all of this, and that is the family of Jean McConville. Let me be very clear. I am innocent of any involvement in any conspiracy to abduct, kill or bury Mrs. McConville. I have worked hard with others to have this injustice redressed and for the return of the bodies of others killed during the conflict and secretly buried by the IRA, and I will continue to do so. The commission set up by the two governments, at my request and at the request of the late Father Alex Reid, has said that it is receiving 100% support from Republicans. Indeed, myself and Martin McGuinness were to meet the Commission, we do this privately, around this time as part of this work. I am mindful also that tomorrow is the anniversary of the death on hunger strike of H-Block martyr Bobby Sands. Sitting in my cell in recent days, I reflected on that and on the dreadful summer of 1981. But of course, this is not 1981. This is not 1972. The people of this island, with a few exceptions, have carved out a new dispensation. So while the past needs to be dealt with, and Sinn Féin is up for doing this, including the issue of victims and their families, there can be no going back. There is no possibility of going back. Peace needs to be built with determination and a consistent focus. That remains my attention, my commitment, and Sinn Féin's constant endeavour. I bear no animosity to anyone. I have no wish to be treated differently from anyone else. I'm an activist. This is my life. And I am philosophical, and I understand that I have detractors and opponents, and I especially understand that there are sinister elements who are against the change that Sinn Féin and others are committed to achieving. I did not go to Antrim Barracks expecting special treatment, but it is crucial that everyone is treated fairly. And I seek fair treatment, not just for myself or only for myself, but because it's crucially important that the signal goes out, that everybody knows that these are changed times, that things have changed, that they will be treated fairly, and that we can all have hope and confidence in the new developing dispensation, including the police service. To send any other signal is to encourage the bigots. So I make the case that those who authorised my arrest and detention could have done it differently. They had discretion. They did not have to use pernicious, coercive legislation to deal with a legacy issue, even one as serious as this, which I was voluntarily prepared to deal with. They did not have to do this in the middle of an election campaign. Remember, I contacted them 2 months ago. Despite this, I want to make it clear that I support the PSNI. I will continue to work with others to build a genuinely civic policing service. The old guard, which is against change, whether in the PSNI leadership, with an elements of unionism, or the far fringes of self-proclaimed but pseudo-republicans, they can't win. The dark side of the British system cannot be allowed to deny anyone, any of our people, Catholic, Protestant or dissenter, from our entitlement to a rights-based, citizen-centred society as set out in the Good Friday Agreement. I'm an Irish Republican. I want to live in a peaceful Ireland based on equality. I've never dissociated myself from the IRA, and I never will. But I'm glad that I and others have created a peaceful and democratic way forward for everyone. The IRA is gone. It's finished.